Not all villains are born equal. Some just want to ruin your day. Others want to end the universe. From the schoolyard bully to gods of pure evil, every great story has one thing in common, a villain that defines it. Today, we're diving into the 7 levels of movie villains. And trust me, some levels will definitely shock you. Level 1, the bully. Every story of evil begins small. Before the cape, before the chaos, there's the bully. They don't want power, they just want control. Think of Biff Tannen in Back to the Future, punching, mocking, demanding obedience. Or Regina George from Mean Girls, ruling her school with manipulation and a flawless smile. These villains exist in our everyday lives. They're human, relatable, and sometimes painfully real. The bully reminds us that villainy often starts with insecurity, a desperate need to feel bigger by making others smaller. They might not destroy cities, but they can destroy people, and that's where evil begins. Level 2, the greedy villain. As the bully grows, the hunger expands. Now, it's not about control, it's about things beyond that. More money, more fame, more power. Meet Hans Gruber from Die Hard, charming, intelligent, and cold as steel. Or Gordon Gekko from Wall Street, preaching that greed is good. These villains are the embodiment of our capitalist nightmares. People who'll sacrifice anything for profit. They don't burn the world for chaos. They burn it for gold. They're logical, business-minded monsters, smiling as they crush lives under contracts and ambition. The greedy villain teaches us that evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a suit. Level 3, the revenge seeker. Then comes the villain of pain, someone who once lost everything and decided the world must pay for it. Think Killmonger in Black Panther, a child of tragedy turned revolutionary. His pain was real, his motive understandable. Or Magneto from X-Men, shaped by genocide, now obsessed with protecting mutants by any means necessary. Revenge villains are dangerous because we agree with them, right up until the moment they cross the line. Their hearts were broken, and instead of healing, they turned the wound into a weapon. They remind us that every hero could become a villain if they never let go of their pain. Level 4, the manipulator. Not every villain fights with fists. Some fight with words. They don't need strength. They need you to trust them just long enough to destroy you. Think Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, whispering chaos into power. Or Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastard, whose smile is deadlier than any gun. And of course, Jigsaw, forcing people to face their own sins in his twisted morality plays. These villains are puppeteers. They control the board, while the heroes think they're winning. They prove that the scariest villain isn't the one who attacks you. It's the one who convinces you to attack yourself. Level 5, the mastermind. Now we ascend into the mind of genius, where chaos becomes art. The mastermind doesn't just want victory, they want to reshape the world according to their vision. Enter the Joker in The Dark Knight, who believes that beneath all rules, people are animals waiting to break. Or John Doe from Seven, whose atrocities are sermons in disguise. The mastermind isn't random, they're precise. Every plan, every trap, every explosion is intentional. Their power doesn't come from strength. It comes from understanding humanity too well. The mastermind teaches us that the most terrifying villains are not monsters, they're philosophers with bombs. Level 6, the morally gray anti-villain. At this level, evil becomes complicated because the villain might actually be right. Meet Thanos from Avengers, Infinity War. He doesn't want chaos, he wants balance. To him, he's saving the universe. Or Ozymandias from Watchmen, who kills millions to save billions. Even Walter White, the chemistry teacher who tells himself he's doing it for family until it's clear he's doing it for ego. These villains blur the line between right and wrong. They force us to ask, how far would we go to fix a broken world? The anti-villain isn't pure evil, they're us, with one decision gone wrong, and that's why they scare us more than any monster. Level 7, the God of Evil. Finally, we reach the top, the place where evil stops being human and becomes mythic. These are not people with motives, they are forces. Sauron in The Lord of the Rings, Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars, Pennywise in It. These villains don't want revenge, or power, or control. They are evil. They exist to consume, to corrupt, to unmake everything. They're symbols of fear, of chaos, of the darkness that will always outlive us. Because at this level, evil isn't a person you can defeat. It's a shadow that lives forever in the story, even when the hero wins. So, there you have it. Every level of villainy is a reflection of us. Our desires, our fears, our obsessions. We cheer for heroes, but we remember the villains, because deep down, they show us the truth about ourselves. Consider subscribing, and let me know which villain I forgot to mention in the comments section.